عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome, dear students in Benias Club for Culture and Sport, to our second lesson of English subject, Grade 8, General. We are still studying in the first unit of the third trimester. Our unit title is Exploring the Seas. And the second lesson of this unit, we would like to talk about using the simple past tense. If we start with the lesson objectives, what are the lesson goals that we aimed at learning this time? The student will be able to, by the end of this lesson, we hope that our students will be able to, they can, number one, use the past tense to express past actions. The second objective, compare between simple and past continuous. So we have two types of past tense, simple past tense and past continuous. By continuing our lesson, we come to the first question. Question number one. What are the two types of verbs? What are the two types of verbs? Of course, in English, a verb is a word that indicates an action. Example, swim, run, climb, watch, see, sleep. All these are verbs. And as far as the tenses are concerned, we have two types of verbs. The first type is regular verbs. Why do we call them regular? Because they have the same forms each time. They have the same form each time. And the second type is irregular verb. As you know, we have regular and irregular. A regular customer is someone who visits the mall every day. A regular athlete is someone who goes to the club, the sports club, every day. And irregular is someone who sometimes go and he stops going for a long time. So this is the difference between regular and irregular customer or irregular verb. So let's go to the second part or the second question. What are some of regular and irregular verbs? Question 2. Regular verbs and irregular verbs. Let's take some examples of regular verbs. Regular. The word regular means something that happens every time. Something that happens every time. A regular verb is a verb like play, played. You can see the ed at the end. So play is in the present and played is in the past. Number 2, work, worked. So you can see work is in the present and worked is in the past. And watch, watched. Of course, there are many other regular verbs, like for example, listen, listened. So this is a regular verb. Play, played. This is a regular verb. It takes ed in the past form. Yesterday we played football. And every day I play football with my friends. Now, what are some examples of irregular verbs? Now, an irregular, as I told you, is something that is new to the situation or new to the case we are talking about. Irregular verb are verbs like, for example, go and went. So why do we call it irregular? We didn't add ed. There is a new word in the past. Every day I go to school. Yesterday I went to school with my father. Another irregular verb, speak, spoke. So speak is in the present tense. Usually I speak politely with my grandfather. And yesterday I spoke with my friend. Another example is give and gave. Give in the present and gave in the past. Okay? When I see my little brother, I give him what he needs, a gift or something. Yesterday, my mother gave me a sandwich. So she gave me a sandwich. So gave is in the past tense. So in this case, we have two types of verbs. We have the regular type with ed, and the irregular type with completely new word. We don't have go, goat, we have ed, so there is no ed for goat. There is went. Speak, speak, there is no ed, there is spoke. And the same give, we have gave. Let's complete our discussion of past tense and past continuous. Here we have the following question. Change each sentence into the past. So we have a number of sentences in the present. We have to change them into the past. Example, I drink coffee in the morning. Yesterday, we say I drank some tea. So in this case, we change from the present to the past. What happened yesterday or last week or maybe this morning. Sentence number 1. I go to the beach every day. Can you see the verb go? So the verb go is in the present. How can we change it to the past? Can you think? So what should we change? Very good. We have to change the verb. We have to change the verb go. Okay? So the verb go is in the present. We have to change it to the past. What do we say instead of go? Very good. Change go into went. Go becomes went. So the answer is yesterday I went to the mall. So we change go into went. Okay? What about the second example? I'm studying in the sitting room. I'm studying in the sitting room. You can see the verb Here we have the verb The answer is yesterday I was studying in the bedroom. So there is a change in the tense or in the time. I'm studying in the sitting room. Change into yesterday I was studying in the bedroom. So the sentence or the verb change into the verb was. This is the past from What about the third example? We play tennis every day. So you remember the verb play is a regular verb and the past from play is played. This is a regular verb, it takes ed. So yesterday we played football. As you see here, we change the verb play into played. And in this way, we change the whole sentence into the past. Okay? Now, what about the other forms of verbs? Let's go to this kind of question. Look at these examples. What is the tense? What is the tense? So you are required to tell me, is it simple past or past continuous? Remember, if there is one verb like played or gave or spoke or was, so this is simple past. If there are two words like, for example, I was playing, I was studying, I was watching. So this is past continuous. Let's come to the first example. Yesterday we played football. As you notice here, I have used the word played to show the past tense. But what kind of tense is this? Is it simple past or past continuous? There is only one word which is played. So the tense here is simple past. Simple, there is only one word that indicates or talks about the past, which is played. What about number 2? We were playing football when it began to rain. So what about the verbs were playing? Were playing is we have a plural subject, we, the person who does the action or the people who did the action, and what we call the verb were, which is plural verb. We don't have because we have was and were. I was playing, we were playing. So was is for singular and were is for plural. And playing is the verb play plus ing. So the tense here is not simple past, it is very good past continuous. So why it is continuous? Because we have ing and because we have the verb were plus play plus ing. This is something was continuing or was going on in the past while another action happened. So when it began to rain. Let's go to the third example. Third example. He spoke to his friend last week. Look at the verb spoke. Can you identify the tense here? Is it simple past or past continuous? So as you see, spoke is the past from speak. So this is one word that indicates the past. So we call it, this is simple past tense. Simple past tense. What about the fourth example? He was speaking to his friend when I entered the room. As in the second example, we have were playing. Here we have was speaking. Was speaking is a combination of two words. Was plus speak plus ing. He was speaking. So something was going on, was continuing when another action interrupted it, which is when I entered the room. So here, as you see here, the tense is past continuous. Very good. Now, let's continue another important idea and another important question. How do we make a sentence in the past continuous? So we learned that we were playing football when it began to rain. This is past continuous. The previous one, he was speaking, number 4, he was speaking to his friend when I entered the room. This is past continuous. But how do we form or make a sentence in the past continuous? The most important thing is to use was or were. I was, he was, she was for the singular. We were, they were, or you were for the plural. Plus verb 1 means the present tense plus ing. Let's read this sentence. I was reading a book when my friend called. So in this case, we are forming or we are giving a sentence in the past continuous. We are giving a sentence in the past continuous. Where is the past continuous form? Very good. I was reading. Singular was, singular verb, singular subject. And reading, it is verb 1 plus ing. Something was continuing in the past. What about the plural subject? They. So plural subject, they. They doesn't take was, it takes were. So it's not correct to say they was painting. So say they were painting. And paint plus ing form. They were painting the wall when the accident occurred. So two actions in the past. One of them was continuing and the other interrupted it. They were painting the wall when the accident occurred. So as you see, we can form the past continuous by looking at the subject and choose the correct verb, was or were, plus verb 1, infinitive form, plus ing. Now, what about practicing more exercises to understand the use of past continuous tense? Let's check these examples first. Describe this photo using the past continuous. Look at this photo. It is a photo in Italy, and we have a boat here, and we have a river in the middle of the city. So how can we form the past continuous? In Italy, we 4 hours in a boat. So how can we make the past continuous? We is plural. What does we take? We were, we are, we is, or we was. What do you think? Very good. We were riding 4 hours in a boat. Let's check. Wonderful. So our answer is correct. What about this question? Let's check this question. Now choose the sentence that correctly uses the past continuous with the time word yesterday. So yesterday is a time word. Number 1, she was calling her yesterday friends. Look at yesterday. Is it correct here to put it in the middle? I was yesterday packing my suitcase. Look at yesterday. Is it correct to put it after was? The yesterday pilots were flying the plane. The yesterday pilots. Is it meaningful? They were buying tickets yesterday. Usually, when we use yesterday, we put it at the end of the sentence. So where is yesterday at the end of the sentence? Very good. They were buying tickets yesterday. Let's check our example here. Excellent. Let's go to another example. Example number 4. Let's check the sentence or the question. Choose the time words that can be used after the past continuous verb in a sentence. Give me a time word. A time word is any word that indicates time, like yesterday, like all day, like last week, last summer. Anything that talks about a time or indicates a time is a word, is a time word. What are the time words here? Each clock, all day, yesterday, 4 hours. We have to choose 3 choices and counting. Each clock is not used with the past continuous. All day, yes. For example, we have or we are studying English or we were studying English all day. Yesterday, they were buying tickets yesterday. And the word 4 hours, they were riding the boat for hours. So let's check our answers. Very good. So all these are time words. Let's go to exercise number 5. Exercise number 5. Focus, concentrate. Describe this photo using the past continuous. Omar and Saif together while on holiday. Omar and Saif space together while on holiday. Omar and Saif was meeting, is running, exercise, or were playing. As you see, Omar and Saif is plural, and the plural should be were, not was. Were playing. Well done. Let's go to another example. Exercise number 7. Okay, or number 6. Let's do number 6 first. Use the past continuous of the verb to eat to describe this photo from Ron's trip. Past continuous should be was or were plus verb 1 plus ing, as you remember. This was a special day. Ron and his grandfather, you remember, Ron and his father and his grandfather is plural. So they take what? Were, not was. And the past continuous from eat is eating. This is the continuous form. So we say Ron and his grandfather were eating ice cream together. Let's check our answer here. Well done. Let's take the last example, which is exercise or question number 8. Question number 8 will be the last example or the last exercise for today. Complete the sentence with the past continuous verb. Remember, past continuous was or were plus verb 1 plus ing. They to Spain all morning. So they is plural and should take were. And during the plane ride, Maria in her notebook. Maria is singular, so we take was drawing in her notebook. Let's submit the answer. Well done. Thank you, dear students, for watching this lesson. I hope you benefit from the idea of past tense, which is regular or irregular verbs, and the past continuous tense, which is was or were plus verb 1 plus ing. See you next time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.